who actually had his first pro podium last evening. He said ahead of this race, he actually got a cortisone shot in his wrist to be able to help with that wrist pain that actually had him sitting out that second night in Deadwood.
Good takeoff for everybody as they drop in. Looks like Lincoln Lemieux will power out there along with Aki Pelayo. Pelayo grabs the stud boy hole shot. Lemieux will be on the outside of the Polaris turn. Let's see if he can translate that to a run up the rhythm section here as he takes aim at race leader Pelayo. Pelayo will lead as Ishel moves up into the number 3 position.
Closely contested by Lincoln Lemieux, taking the outside line, and we have contact.
Ishel off the sled, got it sideways, and Kyle Pauline, unfortunately, wrong place, wrong time. The two of them are going to be tangled up, and that's going to result in a less than desirable result in this qualifier. And Aki Pelayo will pull it off the FXR turn with Lincoln Lemieux in tow in second. Oscar Norm now finds himself in third.
And we see our top 3 spreading out just a little bit. We're going to take a look back at what happened.
Now here's Elias Ishel, gets it twisted, might have gotten some contact from the back from Norm. Hard to tell from that angle, but it threw him sideways. Pauline, nowhere to go.
That's right, we see our leader Aki Pelayo out front, who you mentioned, fighting off some pain here. Lincoln Lemieux closing that gap. He has really cut into that lead here on the last lap.
Oh, watch over that auction block rhythm section, and now over the Amsoil finish line jump. Coming into the FXR turn, Lemieux wants the outside. Pelayo occupies the lane, and Lemieux has to hang back there to not get blasted in the face with that icy roost. So he'll seek an alternate line here again, going to the outside of the Polaris turn. Wanted to get the run up this rhythm section through these deep whoops to try to get alongside Pelayo, but Aki continues to hold him off on his Theme Motorsports Skidoo.
And we'll see if the Sharing Speed Sport ride of Lincoln Lemieux is going to be able to pull any veteran moves on Aki Pelayo. Lemieux, one of our veterans in this class, he's been pro since 2014, 2015, a number of wins to his credit, as well as Aki Pelayo, but Aki's only been racing pro since 2018, 2019, so we're going to see if any of that experience comes into play here, but 2 very tough competitors nonetheless.
And obviously those top 2 need to stay up on the horse. You might have seen Oscar Norm starting to creep into the frame there behind Lemieux. Norm was a distance back, but his hench is racing Polaris with a hot setup here, and he is starting to draw in on Lemieux. So what was Lemieux battling for the lead may turn into Lemieux defending the second position from Oscar.
And what we are seeing from Oscar this weekend is, of course, he has been fast, he's been consistent, he's been on the box grabbing hole shots, qualifier wins, but what we're seeing him crank up this weekend is in the aggression department. And it's all been good, clean racing, but he's not afraid to get in there, elbows up.
They'll crank off the FXR turn here, a few sled lengths behind Lemieux as we're working into the final couple of laps in this Amsoil Pro qualifier. Everybody doing a triple single down that Arctic Cat straightaway. And here's the battle for second. Norm up alongside, and Lemieux able to fend off the challenge. There was a little contact in the air between those two. Lemieux will power off the outside here and get across the U.S. Air Force flyaway triple. So he holds off the challenge from Oscar Norm for the moment, but Norm is going to gear up and take another shot at him here as they come to the white flag.
This is not over. This last lap is going to get interesting. Norm is going to continue to force the issue here. Let's see if he can gain a little bit of ground. It looks though as Lincoln Lemieux was able to gain a little bit of ground over Norm in this last lap.
Yeah, Oscar tried the inside lane there, the FXR turn over the braking bumps. Thought it might be better to go the shorter distance, but Lemieux was able to get the power first on the outside. Meanwhile, Aki Pelayo will lead him now as they come over the Air Force flyaway for the final time. He's got to make it through this Ram Trucks turn down through the auction block rhythm section, and he will pick up a win in the Amsoil Pro qualifier. So he may not have been feeling good last round, but he's feeling good now. Aki Pelayo picks up an Amsoil Pro qualifier win. Lincoln Lemieux will hold off Oscar Norm in the race for second and third. They're followed by Adam Renheim and Cole Coutu.